How to find your purpose. The Bible gives a practical framework for discovering both your God-given purpose and the work that fits that purpose. It doesn't usually name a specific career for each person, but it gives principles for recognizing your calling, gifts or responsibilities, and opportunities. 1. Start with God's purpose. Not your occupation. Your first purpose is to know, love, and glorify God. Romans 11:36 says, "For of him and through him and to him are all things, to whom be glory forever." Jesus summarized our highest calling as loving God and loving others. Your occupation is therefore a vehicle for your purpose, not your ultimate purpose. 2. Ask God for wisdom. James 1-5 says, "If any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask of God." Pray specifically about your gifts, direction, and the kind of work through which you can serve others and honor God. Proverbs 3:5-6 gives the broader principle: trust God rather than relying entirely on your own understanding, and acknowledge Him in your decisions. 3. Identify your God-given abilities. Romans 12:6-8 mentions gifts such as serving, teaching, encouraging, giving, leading, and showing mercy. 1 Peter 4:10 says, "As each one has received a gift, minister it to one another." Ask yourself, what am I naturally good at? What do people consistently come to me for help with? What abilities can I develop and use to serve others? 4. Look at what burdens your heart. Sometimes purpose is revealed through the needs and problems that deeply concern you. Nehemiah saw Jerusalem's condition and was moved to action. Esther was positioned for such a time as this. 5. Examine your opportunities. God's direction doesn't always come through a dramatic revelation. Sometimes it comes through open doors and circumstances. Paul said, "For a great and effective door has opened to me." Don't ignore opportunities simply because they don't look spectacular. 6. Work diligently wherever God places you. Colossians 3:23 says, "And whatever you do, do it heartily, as to the Lord and not to men." Your occupation doesn't have to be a church job to be meaningful. A teacher, engineer, farmer, or nurse can glorify God through excellent work. 7. Don't despise ordinary work. Jesus spent years working as a carpenter before beginning his public ministry. Paul worked as a tent maker. The Bible doesn't teach that your real calling begins only when you enter full-time ministry. Your workplace can be your mission field. 8. Seek wise counsel. Proverbs 15:22 says, "Without counsel, plans go awry, but in the multitude of counselors they are established." Talk with mature Christians who know you well. Ask them, what gifts do you see in me? Where do you think I am most effective? 9. Test your motives. Ask, do I want this because God can use me there or because I want money, status, recognition, or power? Jesus asked, "For what will it profit a man if he gains the whole world and loses his own soul?" 10. Look for the intersection. Purpose equals who God is calling you to become and how He wants you to serve. Occupation is the practical context in which you can exercise your gifts and fulfill responsibilities while serving God and others. Look for the intersection of your gifts, your burden, your responsibilities, your opportunities, and God's Word. And remember Proverbs 16:9, "A man's heart plans his way, but the Lord directs his steps." A simple biblical exercise. Take a sheet of paper and write 5 headings. What am I good at? What problems do I care about solving? What needs do I see around me? What opportunities has God placed before me? How can I use my abilities to serve God and people? Then pray over what you write. Don't ask only, "What job should I have?" Ask the deeper question, "Lord, what have you equipped me to do? Whom have you called me to serve? And how can I glorify you?" That question gets much closer to the biblical idea of purpose and calling. May God direct your steps as you seek His will.